What's up, Jim's family? Long time no see. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Barn Dog, Bird, Queen Diva, of course, Stone Diggity, Tay Bay, Hey Sugar, and JB. What's going on, y'all? I don't know. I won't be before y'all long, but hopefully you all are staying hydrated and cool because where I'm at is hotter than a mofo. Thank God I have air conditioning in my home. And so I'm in my air conditioner room right now. And then in my office, I have air conditioner. Thank God, because it was a mess. Hey, meow, meow. Thank you. It's so good to see you all. I haven't been here in a long time, and I truly miss those who supports me. Some of you all have been supporting me each time I come on. I thank you all. It's 26. Please make sure y'all hit that like. I know I'm nowhere in the algorithm, right? I'm nowhere in the algorithm, so try to get me back in the algorithm. I'm gonna try to get on a little more, but let me just start out by saying this. I have been watching some of the beef sector, but I've been in other sectors as well because the beef sector is really not beefing. I don't know what's going on with the beef sector. Are we sold out? Did we sell ourselves out? Some content creators to other people. You got other people who's doing quite well. That's not part of the beef sector, but a large part of the beef sector is supporting them, to include myself. I sometimes go over and support different people. But I think the beef sector sold out long time ago, and we started seeing them come apart. And when shit was really, really hot over here, you didn't see a lot of content creators. They like rammed up for shelter. And you kind of don't blame them. I was trying to see, why did a couple of content creators who was hot and heavy over here in the beef sector, hey LaKendra dear, why didn't they come out and fight when the fighting was getting good? Because for one, some people have a lot to lose, and YouTube is not worth it. Let me tell you something. YouTube is really not worth your livelihood. But some people was out here fighting, and then you got some of the heavy hitters now. They're back out doing videos after the dust settled, right? After pages was snatched, pages was flagged. It was a lot of talk about snatching pages, and people come live or have other people on. We know they shot down, the old Nessa girl over there, but I think she's back up on another page, so she's okay. But however, when they were out here fighting, no one really came out. Now you see people coming on more often. So I just question that. Did we really sell out? Or did a lot of beef sector content creators lay low until the dust was settled because they was protecting their pages? And if that's what they was doing, I'm all for it. But it seems like money is the ruler over here now, and I believe that a lot of content creators did sell out, and now it's been a money game, but it's more of a money game. Well, I'm gonna go where the money's at. Whoever support me. And it is what it is. Some content creators, have a little more pull and a little more clout than others, and so they get paid. And I want y'all to remember this. And I know you done heard it before. You don't make money off the videos. You don't make money off the videos unless you have thousands of views. And the people over here is just not kicking doors down like that. So they have to make their money either by setting goals, cash apps, or super chat. However they get it, or selling their own sector out for money. And that's what I believe the beef sector has really been sold out by some. And so no one's really that interested. Sure, you have the subbies who want us to continue to go, the beef sector to be the old beef sector, the vibrant beef sector, the beef and beef sector is not here anymore because so many people have gone away and gone to other sectors, and not only that, they are supporting people who came over here and pulled a lot of the content creators over here people. Now they still go to people when they come on and stuff, but they're not getting the numbers like they used to because, again, you got other content creators who came over here and just basically took control. You know, it seems like the B sector just lost control. You don't have the OGs out here anymore. They don't see where it's worth it. Now, I don't know if that's money wise or just they moving in a different directions. But we know that the B sector is basically drying up, right? Because everyone is everywhere else supporting other people. And that's okay because they wanted to merge. There are no gates. There are no fences. There's no way you could stop these people unless you don't support them. See, but what happened, and I watched it happen, they came over here and they hit platforms. They paid money to sell the sector out. And they were very successful at that because people wanted money. They didn't care no more about the sector. You know, the old beasts are the old beasts. Some people ain't even interested. Hey, T baby. They not interested in that. So they long gone. They long gone now. So yes, I believe that the B sector has sold themselves out for a little change, just a little change, you know. So I haven't been that much interested in it because I don't really see what I used to see in the B sector. You know, I could speak for myself. I haven't been coming on. Not that I was ever afraid of anyone snatching my pages because there's a certain decorum over here and I only allow certain things to take place over here. So I never try to put myself in the position where somebody could turn around and, you know, false flag me. Well, not false flag me, but flag me for whatever reason. But I think a lot of people sold this sector out, you know, and it's a shame because whether I like a person or not, if they was a content creator over here, we just go so hard on each other over here. When I say we, I'm not saying myself that I'm going hard at someone. Yeah, I do commentary. I may say a little bit, but in regards to some other people, they just go so hard at them. They want to make sure that they take them out the game. And they took them out the game. And now I'm going to speak a little bit about this because I don't want to stay on it too long. I know a lot of people was mad with, you know, Ness. Ness and I don't have any relationship. We don't see eye to eye. I don't hoop with a period. However, I just saw how hard they went at her to get her. Thank you, LaKendra, to get her out of the game. And now they somewhat got her out of the game because let me tell you what I watched happen here. And I think the same thing is going to happen to Lemon. And I'm going to tell you what drives people crazy more than anything is when you talk down on them. Hey, John, what's going on, baby? Thank you so much, LaKendra. I appreciate you. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's not so much that people get jealous of these people because they get numbers, they making money, they got the views. Is when you start talking down on everybody. And she had a habit of just starting to say everybody over here wasn't shit and continue to talk down on them, talk down on other sectors. And they got so cocky and arrogant that people start coming at her from all angles. And the same thing is happening to Lemon. Lemon can't see it, but I saw it a long time ago. See, they sit on his platform. He think he got this great show, and Lemon is Lemon, and you know, cussing out all the subbies. The same thing that she did before her fall. Now they say she got another page, but because I don't care about her, I don't go over there. But if she is good for her, like I said, one way or the other, I didn't care if they took out the game or not. See, because you can't get so big and so bold and so arrogant and nasty that you just talk shit to everybody and think you're going to be the last man standing. In fact, everybody will start coming at you. And I'm seeing the same thing happening to Lemon. He can't see it. But I believe the other day, one of his videos got demonetized. Now, I don't know if it's demonetized his channel forever, but I ain't seen him. But I know that one part of his video got demonetized. And it's not so much that people didn't like him because you started out really liking him and her, and they was the hottest thing over here because Breed, Nika, and Pizarro kept going, but Breed, Nika, ODS, you know, that little triangulation, they kind of backed up. They kind of backed up and backed off of doing commentary. So you only had Lemon to go to at night because no one was there to compete with him. See, at one point, she was competing with him. And then he started going over there. Then she started going over there, over to his place. And so then they was basically helping each other out. Hey, Kimberly Black, I loved your post yesterday, and I'm on top of that. So they start, you know, hooking up with each other. But the fact remained that they still didn't care for each other. They was just doing that because they had to do it to keep their crowd going. So when she fell off, you know, Lemon is still there. Lemon is still doing his thing. Still doing his thing over there. But you know what, Lemon? You know I support you. I've always supported you. You're getting too cocky. And why you getting so cocky and comfortable, thinking that you could cuss everybody and, you know, turn on everybody and talk shit about how you way up on top and everybody is beneath you and how much money you making, they're coming for you next. And the way they come for you is they'll start coming on your platform and they start getting real reckless, knowing they saying and doing the things that can get you flagged and get you demonetized. And what happened? You got the ones that's working together is sitting on the sideline just waiting to send up a flag, a report you. And I see you becoming like a female version of Ness. And I know you really like Ness. And I when I look at you and I hear you and I see how many people that's turned against you and you turning against and you cussing out, I said, oh my gosh, there's pride before the fall. That's a true thing. That's biblical. Pride comes before the fall. Now, like I said, I don't know if he completely out there. I'm going to get there, side eye. Just hold on, because you see binary takeovers up there. I don't know if he's completely out the game now, that, you know, they done demonetized him, or was he just demonetized for that movie? I mean, for that video. You know, he fell asleep and everything on the video. So if they demonetize him, he out the game. He's out the game. Now he could go to a backup channel, but let me tell you something. When you get so underneath mofo skins and you start driving them, and even though this is just a virtual world, you start driving them to where they hate you, or strongly, I hate to use the word hate, I dislike it. They strongly dislike you. You gonna have a whole group coming after you. And that's what's about to happen to you. See, and they know once you talk about how much money you make, you gave out money, you had a nice talent show. I didn't watch it. I heard clips of it. See, because I went to binary. I'm gonna get to him too, because he's a very smart, manipulative person. Very smart. He done manipulated people over here to make them believe, and I support binary. I'm a member over there because I like his commentary, but his commentary is all about the beef sector. But see, he knew just how to get over here and then take his people over there, and now he knows how to maintain them. See, everybody shares them out. You know, people were sharing them out, to include myself. I done shared him out because I truly like the commentary. But what I didn't like, that he played the position of trying to stomp on YouTube cameras. I'm not here to defend her. I'm not here to speak for, but I watched him day after day. See, he did Ness, and then he switched his direction over to YouTube cameras, and they come on the same time, and he's pulling a couple of numbers, but she's still doing a thing. But y'all got to look at it. If he wasn't on, and hey, you got to come on when you can, and it's consistency. So I ain't mad at him. I'm just mad that he continued to beat her down, so she wouldn't get the people. And you right side eye right here. Binary has a degree in psychology, and he's whooping y'all ass psychologically. He knew exactly what to do. He set it up. He knows where to go. He knew to link up with Lemon. Yes, yes, Queen Diva. He knew to link up with Lemon. He knew how to manipulate Lemon to make Lemon comfortable, because when he get under the influence, he's not thinking anyway, right? He's really not thinking. He's just hosting the show. He's intoxicated. He's going buck wild. And Binary studied him, and he also studied Pizarro. And I like me some Pizarro. Anybody tell you, she been with me for a long time. I don't think he is, I would say he's strategic. Okay, Kimberly. Okay, we could go strategic too. But anyway, he's manipulative in some aspects of it, but he's very strategic. So he done made his way over here. He done hooked up with the biggest people over here. After Ness fell out with him, he went after Pisa. He went after Pizarro. And he started telling, and I listened to him in the morning. He say, "Don't forget so and so. You got to pay your dues. We paid our dues to Miss Pizarro." In other words, I'm paying money. I know that money is a motivating factor for people over here, and I'm going to use my money. I'm going to use my money to get what I want. And he got, hey, Unfiltered, the beef sector, and he got exactly what he wanted. He has a nice crowd over there. He's doing real well. Hey, Shak Kim, what's up, baby? He's doing real well over there because he gives good commentary. He gives good commentary. That's one thing I got to give that brother for credit for. And then he put together this council. But what he did is he got so comfortable, or he's getting so comfortable because they sold the beef sector to him. let's be, they sold basically the beef sector to him. See, because from the beginning, he was over on Breeze. Then something happened with him and Bree, and he went away. Him and MBK was good. Then some shit popped off. They went away, and then he came back. And he said, okay, now that I ain't good with Bree, I'm just going to go to Pizarro. And I know Pizarro like crab legs. So I'm going to feed her money, and she's going to support me. And she's going to be right there for me. And then I will get the subs. They would have people go over there and sub, because it's almost like a movement. One person go over there, the rest of them go over there. That's all of it. We go over there. You like the commentary, and I'm not mad at Binary, because you're right, Kimberly. He's very strategic, very strategic. And now he has his own crowd over there. And I can assure you, much as I like him, I can assure you, he's so comfortable now that he start dropping, little seeds like, oh, let's go in rotation. You go, then Shakim go, and I watch Sha. Then Shakim go, and then we gonna put Mika in there, and then Pizarro go, and then so forth and so on. Like, he done took over, and he got so comfortable that he doesn't need Pizarro anymore. He doesn't need Pizarro anymore because he built his own. He built his own over there. Yes, he did strategically move over here and do what he had to do, whether he had to pay his way over here or sit up on people's platforms. It doesn't matter. He did what he had to do to get his crowd over there, and he knows how to keep the crowd, because more and more people are joining his membership, and they there in the morning. Only thing I didn't care for is the way he kept trying to stomp on YouTube cameras. But see, this is what you don't know as a content creator. And I hope, Binary, I listened to you a little bit today, and I even listened to your membership. I was in your membership. I just didn't drop down. And you're very messy. I always told you were messy, and I didn't think it was in a diabolical way, a malicious way. I think you're just messy. You know how to stir the pot. You know the questions to ask and the people to ask the questions to. And so you keep people engaged, because then you got people who love to be seen and who needs attention, and they'll just start talking, and your show will last. You end up having a good show. But I do say that you so comfortable that you was telling a guy the other day, and I can't remember who it was. Yeah, well, if you go come over in our sector, the beef sector, I said, oh, damn. He said, if you go come in our sector, and I hope I didn't misquote you, I don't misquote you, then dude, you gonna have to have a couple of hard knocks in it, but you'll be okay. You'll last if you just get to know them. Yeah, that's what you said. So my thing is, now you are calling yourself the beef sector. And that's because no one can stop you now. No one can stop you now. The only way that binary will fall on his face is if he start getting cocky and arrogant and doing the wrong things to the subs. But now he's in there. He's in there. Hey, Jazzy, he's in there. He's comfortable. He's calling himself the beef sector. He's moving methodically over here. You know, he know that him and Pizza was down, but it sound like today when he made But Kimberly, some people don't know that. Some people don't know that. Some people live for money. Money, the love of money is the root to all evil. Nothing good's come out of loving money so much that you will sell your soul. Queen Diva is dropping every content creator in here link. I appreciate you so much for that. And so now the thing is, he's comfortable over there. He's saying he's beef sector. He's coming over here. He's stirring up shit on Lemon's platform. Lemon be so he be so intoxicated, he ain't really paying attention. You know, he just cussing folks out. I saw him kind of manipulate that show, even though it was a nice show. Basically, they gave Lemon his props, but they also, now y'all listen to this, because I could be wrong. Help a sister out. They also was because of Code that his show turned out so well. They congratulated Lemon, but you had a lot of people saying that Code was needed. And anytime you allow somebody to come over here from another area, you pay them and they help you do your little show, and your show does well, and they give him basically more credit than they give you. That's a problem. That's a problem. For me, that's a problem. But it looked like it's the binary takeover. Please, y'all help a sister get to her goal. She'll be back Wednesday. You know, I have had some stuff happening in my life, and boy, it don't allow me to come on. It does not allow me to come on the way I want to. Here's the unfortunate thing is I want to, I just can't. But I'm gonna try to come back on Wednesday, you know. And I'm gonna do a members only for sure and explain to everyone. I know it'll get out what is preventing me from coming here, what's going on in my life. You know, well, Jazz, I think he could never, nor would he ever be beef sector. I don't know what he is. He got his own thing going on. So he got this little council, and he got, you know, a couple of men. And I like stuff like that. I like to hear a man's perspective of what's going on. But my only problem is his whole commentary is about the beef sector. No one has a foot in the door, or they don't have any way to talk about him. Talk about him. What's going on in his sector? Because you can't get that information. You could only get commentary about the beef sector. Okay, thank you, Lakendra. Yeah, I'm very hesitant to do so. So that's my thing. So Binary basically done came over here, and he really think he's so good with Pizarro, but they don't know, he doesn't know you do one thing to piss Pizarro off, she will kick your ass to the curb. But guess what? Guess what? It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter because, hey, Barry, you know, it doesn't matter because he's basically moved in. He got his own thing, and I'm not mad at him because he said from the gate that he really wanted to be part of the beef sector. He was going to do commentary on the beef sector. Now, like I said, there's no gates, there's no fences, there's no walls. You know, you could go visit whoever you want, but there is a way to stop people when they come over here and just start taking over. You know, instead of just you allowing them on your platform all the time, you could just shy them away, and then they won't get in as tight as they are. But I'm not mad at Binary. Like I said, he gives good commentary. I have to be honest. I like him. I am a member over there, but I just watched how strategically, Kimberly, I'm going to use your word instead of how he manipulated them. I still think he manipulated, Lemon. And I think he has some type of agreement with Pizarro where he gives her money on a monthly basis, I guess. And so she will continue to support him and share him out, and it is what it is. Even though we know YouTube Camera has a morning recap spot, Binary comes on the same time that she does, and he has his people over there, and she has her people over there. But I must say, I do believe on some days he pulls some of her numbers, but that's between them. She knows what she's doing. She's been here for a long time. And then, it is what it is. You have to, I could send a group of people, hey, everybody go over there and support Unfiltered Muffy. Unfiltered Muffy has to hold those people. Now, what I think is going to happen, I'm glad, Jazza, you said that she's only messing with him in restroom because they are paying her. But it does not work that way because we, as the subscribers, see through bullshit. You may see through BS, but you got a lot of people here, and I'm not blaming. Listen, I'm not gonna blame Miss P for it. She doing what she have to do. She making her money, just like Pizarro, just like Brianna. Supposedly she made $650 off of her people because they didn't want her to support didn't support Lemon's talent show, and so she went over to Room Shakers. Now I know what Room Shaker was doing, and I wasn't mad at Room Shaker. Room Shaker was just kicking up some dust. She was just kicking up some shit because of all the stuff Lemon talked to. That's what I said. You got content creators getting so cocky, so arrogant, so pompous that they talk shit to so many people. You start making people really seriously, and I know it's a virtual world, y'all, but it's serious. You start making people have a strong dislike, because I don't want to use the word hate. So I'm going to say they got a strong dislike. It's content creators, it's people on here that I've never met in person, but they have done enough to me to say I have a strong dislike with them, a dislike for them, and I don't fool with them at all, and will never fool with them. See, I'm not playing that back and forth. No, if I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you, and that's it. That's fine. And some people I don't fool with. But these content creators are getting so cocky to think that they hold the subs in the palm of their hands, that they could mistreat them and talk any kind of way, and just dispose of them. And then what'll happen is other subbies will start seeing that, and they'll say, F them. I don't need to be over. If that's what they think of me, I don't have to support them. I don't think you should never deem yourself so high up that you look down on people who helped you get up to where you at. See, these subbies are the reasons that we here. See, 77, please make sure you hit that like. These 77 people, even the ones hiding up in the clouds that don't like me, that's probably waiting for me to say something so they can go ahead and do a video. Even them, they still are the reasons that we are here, and that you do make some change. You don't make a lot from the videos, but when you got a good follow, subscription from people, and you have people really rock with you, you could make money behind the scenes. People will cash app you, they will super chat you, and they'll do all kinds of things. But when it comes to you thinking you so high and mighty, it's just a lot of people just waiting for your downfall. And that's not a good thing. I hate to see people really fall from what they call maybe grace, because that's all it is, grace. Fall from grace by thinking that they are more than what they really are. Okay? So I don't know if she really got the money. If she got the money, that's her thing. I ain't worried about her bag. I'm just worried about Mz.Teavalocity's bag. I'm not worried. But what I do know is people didn't like Lemon enough that they gave her money not to be part of his contest. And she took the money and she went over to Room Shakers. Like I said, Room Shakers support me. I support Room Shaker. I like Room Shaker, but I was never mad at Room Shaker for the move she was making, because her thing was, I just don't like him. So I'm going to do something the same time that he can do it. You can never be bigger than the program. Exactly. Jazz A is so glad. It's so good to see you, and LaKendra. I hope all is well. So she's only messing with him. Yeah. Now, this is what I'm peeping now. I don't know. I could be wrong. But Resto is real good with Code, the Blasian brothers. the Blasian brothers. They real cool. And what I think is Binary got his fam over there. And I think he's doing quite well, because he brag about how nice his check was, right? And how the beef sector. Now, this is something too. He shouted out the beef sector. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I be working and I'm in and out. But I remember him shouting out the beef sector for them supporting him Cash App. Wow. Go check out Kimberly Black's community post. It's deep. It's deep. Hi, Regina. I remember him saying how the beef sector lined his pockets. And you got content creators over here that they don't support and line their pockets. But you can't blame the subbies, because they're paying for what we call entertainment. So they could give their money to anybody. That's Kimberly Black's channel. Her wall, her community wall is deep. Is what's going on now. So I'm not blaming them. Hey, Styles with Tisa with them beautiful little dogs. I love you, Tisa. So anyway, I'm not mad at him. I'm not stomping on him. I don't have to talk about him, but I'm just sitting back watching him and saying, look at him work. And people come over here, and guess what? They work the same people. He did what? Shakim Ra. But okay, he did say that. The beef sector lined his pockets. And so how would a beef sector content creator that is not getting views, not getting shared out, and no one's lining their pockets, how do you think they feel? They don't even feel like going live. Yep, the subbies will stop. No, let him keep on. See, because he's feeling himself somewhat. And I already said, when you feel yourself so much that you got a little you get a little disrespectful, you get a little braggadocious, you're lining yourself up to fall. That's what you're doing. But I'm not mad because that brother's making money. Not at all. This is not about that. This is about, hey, number one call. This is just about how the beef sector sold themselves out. It's okay to merge with people. It's okay to network. It's okay to collaborate, but not when your own sector don't show up to your talent show and walk away with something. But what I did like about that is because it was no biasness to me. Now, I don't know. I've heard people say it was biased. Other people came in and wanted money. But why did the beef sector step up? You got some talented singing asses over here. None of them really stepped up to participate in it. So they allowed other people to come what they say is their sector. I believe variety is the spice of life. So it was nice to see other fresh faces and other people, but you also had your own people, you know? And so that's where I say I believe the beef sector has really laid down. I could be wrong. They could cuss me the F out if they want to. They could make 100. I do believe that the beef sector have laid down and sold their souls to someone else. And a lot of people, I've been in several chats, and I haven't seen some people who used to be over here, but I'd be in other places where I see them. I was at Very Carey's up in the bushes yesterday, and she had Miss Toby up there. T Danielle's she was in the chat fighting with a viewers the view, and she had a view in the viewers there. And guess what they talked about? A whole nother sector. I was there for at least 30 minutes and they talked about a whole nother sector. Yes, they did. They didn't talk about the beef sector. If they did, I must have missed that. Shakim Rah. I must have missed that. But one thing I must say is they talked about another sector. And I haven't seen, too much of the beef sector where some of the people are at. Nothing is new under the sun. It's only a matter of time before the subscribers move on the next person that don't disrespect nor talk crazy to them. No, I think what happens is people get a euphoric high from here, from when you get so many people in your chat and people cash apping you, super chat, and you growing and you growing and you growing and you growing and you going from 10 people to say 1,000 people in your chat. They start getting this euphoric high. And as long as that high lasts, they are okay. But soon as the high dies off, then they fall. And like I said, hey, I don't have anything against anyone. I'm just telling you my perspective, what I'm observing. And Shakim says something I need to go back there because, he needs to stop doing that because subbies will stop supporting if you get arrogant. That's exactly what happened to Lemon's Talent Show. Not only Lemon's Talent Show, Shakim Ra, I got to call you out because that's what happened to your good Judy too. See, and it's not that, the first thing people say, yeah, mother effers jealous of me. They this, they that, because I got numbers. They ain't doing shit. No. What you doing is you are actually making people really strongly dislike you so much that they want to bring harm to you. And the best way to bring harm to a content creator is, guess what? Stop their bag. Stop their back. It's dopamine. Oh, you going deep though. I don't want to talk about the dopamine, but that's what it is. That euphoric feeling is dopamine. So they want to stop their bag, and they want to stop their bag is not because they're not cool with them. It's because they talk too much shit. And that's what happens. When you talk too much right there and you're not humble, you will eventually fall. Now, Shakim, I got a quick question because I could be wrong. Now, did they demonetize Lemon whole channel or just that particular live? Because I know they demonetized at least 4. Hey, Sincere Sugar. I know they demonetized at least 4 hours, and I think he fell asleep. So was it did they demonetize his whole channel? Or was it just that video? If you know, I know you be following it. I don't, But however, it's plenty of people over here that have no, it was just that live. Okay, because I haven't seen him. And listen, I don't wish no harm on him. I don't wish no harm on him. I'm just telling him to step back because he's becoming, Shakim Rock, close your ears. he's becoming a female nest, a male nest. I'm sorry, a male nest. And we all seen what happened to Nest. You'll have people come from other sectors. We done seen some, they do a lot of when they come at you, they doing a lot of that shit, cash apping them, and it be nude pictures and stuff, it be porno. So what happens is they working together to make sure they get ready to snatch your channel. So be very careful. Be very careful. Continue to do your show. I know people can't really say much to you, but I'm telling you, they coming for you, Lemon. I'm watching the same way they did her. You doing the same thing, and eventually you bumping heads with people. Oh, okay. You bumping heads with people, and I think that because you talking how much money, we already remember the first round when you was bragging about how much money you make and you got and how much you give. You got people over there you promising to give money just because they asking for it, they begging you asking for it. I'm just telling you, baby, that they coming for you next. They coming for you next because you emulating the same thing that one content creator was doing, and we see where they at. So Binary, congrats to you on your strategic move, and I know you are a psychologist major, and so I know you know how to play with people's minds and how to make people comfortable to get what you want. And I'd say job well done because you did it. Yeah, she had a good live. So let me move on so I could get ready to get off of here. Thank you everyone for coming by. It's 83 people. Please make sure y'all hit that like if you want to. Please help me with my goal today. Again, I used to wonder why people sit here and beg, but you don't make nothing off of a video. Is all cash apps and super chat. Yeah. He's a psychology major. Yeah. And he break things down. He analyzes things. So he have hell of a content over there, I must admit. But I just don't like the way he moves sometimes. I don't like the way, he was beaten down, certain content creators to get on top. And then today, I was up in his members meeting, and somehow, now I heard it too, the Miss O. I don't know where I heard it from. I don't know where I heard it from, but I did hear that perhaps it was something related to your marriage, and you asked him not to speak on your marriage, right? And I agree with you. Look, we on here, you don't always have to come for people's personal lives, as far. Thank you again, look, Kendra. I appreciate you, sister. You don't have to come for people's personal lives, but that's what they do over here. So he must have spoke on her marriage now. And she was in the chat. See, he had dropped his link in his membership. He was doing his thing over there. And I wasn't there when he spoke on her marriage, but he said that's what he heard. And to be honest, I don't even know where I heard it from. But I did hear that. But I also heard about you and your marriage. But it's none of my business. When it comes to marriages, I just don't touch that commentary. I really don't, because that's people's personal business. But they talked about his marriage, and then he said he felt like it was unfair that he couldn't do commentary on something I guess he had heard in reference to her marriage. But he also said that he had heard it. She said, well, it was a lie, about her and her marriage. So she put him in check, and Pizarro was in there telling him that Binary, you started that, you start spinning that narrative. Like I said, I can't remember where I heard it from, but I did hear something like that. But again, it's none of my business. Shit, it ain't my marriage. So I really don't care. Everything that happens in this sector can be spoken about. Yes, and that's why he said he enjoys speaking on the beef sector. I'm just not sure why the beef sector not really speaking on him. His life is so tight, right, that they don't have access to him. No, I think they were saying that it was false. I think what it was, sincere, they were saying that it was a rumor, basically in reference to her. And I don't know how he said it because I don't want to lie on binary. I'm not sure if he said it like a factual thing or did he say it jokingly. I don't know how he said it, but it touched her spirit the wrong way. And she was in the chat, you know, and he was saying he's sure that she's probably gonna make a video about him. I don't watch TMO, so I don't know if she'll make a video or not about it. Yeah, I think it was because it was her. She felt some kind of way, and she said she didn't know where he had got. Now, y'all, don't quote me. Shit, don't quote me. She don't know where. Hey, AK, she don't know where he got that from. You know, and they were going back and forth. So I believe she said that she was going to speak on it on her live, where she had just spoken about her and her marriage. Again, when it comes to people marriage, I stay away from it. I just worry about mine because, you know, for a long time, people said, yeah, he has so much more over there. He's good, Kimberly. He's good. He has so much more to offer. And I think perhaps he'll start seeing. I believe he was just doing sector commentary because he knew that would grab the attention of those who knew about the beef sector. So he wanted to make sure that, you know, he gravitated towards that. Like you say, he's strategic. So he could get his core crew over there. And then I believe he will try to talk about other things. Hopefully, he will talk about other things except what goes on in the beef sector. You know, I hope he changes his conversation as well. He's coming on in the morning to drain Y2C. That's why he always talk about her number. He's low-key mad that she took his audience after he left. Well, she didn't take his audience. Now, no. Let me correct that, Thundercat. YTC had her own audience over there. I don't see where she took Code's audience. He was just coming on board, and he started building it. Him and MBK. Him and MBK start building their clientele up or their subscribership up over there. No, she didn't take his numbers, but I believe what he's doing is he made sure he came on that specific time to drain her numbers. I do believe that. Binary, kick me in my butt or call me wrong, but I think you strategically did that. You made sure you came on that same time, you know, so you could kind of drain her numbers. Okay. And now, you know, like I said, I go from place to place. I have to be honest with you. I listen to her, then I'll jump over there and listen to him, then I'm back on her, you know, and then I'm back over there with him. So is enough love or subs to go around and viewership to go around, you know. I don't I like I said, my only problem with him, it right here, Carrie. Hold on, hold that thought too. My only problem with him is he was talking bad about her as if he was doing that purposely to either aggravate her or get her to respond or to make people think she was so boring. He kept using that term, you know, and he was emulating her voice and stuff so people won't support her. And that's right here. Carrie said it. People prefer to compete instead of support. And is enough support, y'all. Let me tell you something. Is enough support to go around. If you're a good content creator, what makes you a good content creator is really consistency. Finding your niche and being consistent. If I came on every morning at 6 o'clock a.m., I would have more subscribers too. You know, and I would have my core supporters, and I wouldn't care who was on. They would come and support me because they see continuity, you know, and because I'm not consistent like that, I'm off and on. My membership is dropping because I'm not offering nothing, as well as my numbers, my subs are dropping. Okay. So I do believe that he went up to compete against her. He did. you know, and then he'll make little comments like, oh yeah, YouTube camera must be off because all the people coming over here. So she's still holding her own. This is not about, I just didn't like the way he started talking about how he was calling out rotations, and you didn't include her for one, and she's been here for a long time before you. You know, she's been here before you, and I never heard her really, and I've been supporting her for a long time, heard her talk down on you. She go in there and she do her recap. Now I think I did see some people say all she do is talk about what's happening with Lemon, so that could be a point where perhaps she may be losing some people viewership in the morning, is because some people are tired of talking about Mr. Lemon. Mr. Lemon. Yeah, but they do. They rather compete instead of support. And everyone here could talk about the same thing. Their deliverance is just different. That's all it is. So everyone could get more viewership if we supported each other more. But hey, listen, y'all do y'all. I'm not on here that much, and I ain't fighting nobody. Whoever comes to see me, they come to see me. I am grateful to have 77 people on. 77 people here supporting me. Let me read some of these comments. Then I'm going to get to the Diddy and the Tyler P. I'm sick of the beef sector stuff now. If you pay attention, you know who your true supporters are. They can't be stolen as long as you continue to hit your lie. Right there, LaKendra. Right there. I just said that, baby. And I'm sorry, I'm just reading yours. But I know who my true supporters are because they here with me all the time. Basically, they here and they drop down. It's not hard. If I was here every day and I was delivering good commentary, you know, and people was interested, I wouldn't have to worry about my viewership going down or my sub counts going down, but I'm not consistent. Petty Pendergrass, hey, Mz.Teavalocity, just catching the replay. You're spitting the truth already. Thank you, Donald. Everybody has the same subbies. True. We just, you know, we just go around, you know. I agree with you, but he thinks that the beef sector is his audience. He's acting like he's super. Who are we talking about? Thundercat? Because right there is the problem. Right there is the root of the problem. How it's easy for us to lose people, and how people not jealous of us, but how people could become really, they could really dislike us, that they start doing things to bring harm to us when it comes to flagging your video, you know, getting your video demonetized or whatever. They will keep pounding. The more arrogant, pompous, nasty, disrespectful you are, you got content creators that will get upset and they will just keep pounding on you until your channel is gone or you demonetized. And there's a lot of shit that happen on some of these content creators platforms that will easily, if reported, get them demonetized, get their channels taken as well. She picks and chooses as well, but I think she wants to be friendly with him. Who picks and who? I'm confused, Saeed. I'm behind. She definitely needs a co-host. Who you think YTC needs a co-host? Thank you, Leroy. Appreciate that, baby. Thank you for dropping down. Make sure y'all hit that. You think YTC needs a co-host? Jazz A? Let me try to hurry up. You do have to keep renovating and keeping content appealing, interesting. Keep it exactly. You do, else you gonna lose the people. Shout out to my 10 people. Carrie, you have more than 10 people. You and I the same thing, Barry Carrie. Your numbers was growing in our morning little brain teaser, and you stopped doing that. You and I can't complain, Barry Carrie, because you have some good stuff over there. And for whatever reason, you just don't come on enough. Binary is arrogant. Yeah, he's getting arrogant. He is. And I think that's why, you know, I made my commentary on him, because I've been sitting back watching him. I've been following him since last year. And when he took the break, he took the break. But I believe what's going to happen is Binary is going to link up with Resto, and it'll be the hell with the rest of the beef sector co-hosts who helping him out or people who support. You know, I believe that him and Resto will do their thing shortly together. Yep. 80 looking like 50. Please like the support. Come on, y'all. Come on. Just hit the like button. Saeed Agri definitely pick and choose. And she certainly would being as though she's the type that wants to be liked by everyone. Who are y'all talking? Hey, Indigo, what's up, baby? Who and Michelle's daughter? Oh shit, y'all, I'm way behind. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to catch up. Thank you for joining me today. Hey, Indigo, Michelle's daughter. What's going on? Okay, I'm at the bottom. So, but anywho, I don't know. I'm not here to say whether or not she needs a co-host. I believe she do. YTC definitely needs a co-host. I think she does well by herself too. You know, I remember her by herself, but a co-host always can always help. Sassy disappeared. Don't no one know where Sassy is at. I don't know. I can't speak on their relationship. I didn't see any kerfuffles, anything happen between them. Sassy took her sabbatical for Lent and she never returned. Well, I didn't see her return. Hey, Duchess, my boule co-host. But it's nice to have a co-host, you guys. But it's also nice that you can entertain or could keep someone, you know, listening by yourself because they come for some of the, you know, panels and stuff. But a lot of people come to listen to you, you know. So I think we owe them that sometime to do commentary by ourselves and not always have a co-host or a panels. That's just my belief. Yeah, she started by herself. Yeah, she does okay. Sassy said, F all the ignorance. Yeah, I think Sassy did do that. You know, it is what it is. I think she does okay. And I think her and that other one, who I have a strong dislike for, they must have fell out because she used to hop her ass up there and co-host with her a lot. I do think we need to get used to actually doing our commentary before we drop the links for people to jump up there. This is my personal experience. This is for me. I get real discombobulated when I drop my link and I don't finish my commentary. Okay, that's me. I get all over the place. That could be my ADHD. Binary is here for the money and numbers. Yeah, he don't care about. Listen, the man don't care about anyone other than him. Now, I would hope he didn't get really a big head and get arrogant and start going left on us. And I'm like, Kimberly, I hope he delivered other commentary. You know, he should really go around and look at some of the beefs. If he just want to be involved, like do commentary on beefs, he should go to other sectors and pull from them and then come back and do his analogy on that. You know, I mean, yeah, analyze that. Not just the beef sector, because the beef sector really don't have much going on now. I agree with you. Binary is here for the money and numbers. I watch Lemon speak to him like a prostitute on the streets, and Binary just ignored it. Binary is worried about the money and numbers. Yeah, Lemon disrespects him as well. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Some co-host needs to stay co-host. Well, I'm just saying. So enough of that. Binary is running as psych ops. Check that out. Check that out. He knows exactly what he's doing. And that's what I think drew me to him. Because I watch how he move. I watch how he break down things. I like his commentary, but I also believe that I believe in a few. It'll just be him and Resto. It won't be many more B sector content creators over there. You know, I believe him and Resto is about to do their own thing. He promotes him quite a bit too. And you know, I never understood that how you down with a person. Maybe this just me though, y'all. Yeah, he's in the cloud. He'll talk about tomorrow or whatever. See, and that's another thing, how you support people, but they don't support you. Now I'm over there every morning, basically listening to him. I never see Binary over here, but I don't need him over here because I'm going to talk about him regardless. And whether he dropped down or not is not going to change my commentary. I think he's strategic, and I think he manipulated some people, and I think he buy whatever he needs to get to where he needs to go. And those three components alone could be dangerous sometimes for a content creator, especially over here. So, okay. So it is right. It could be dangerous, Shakim. Yeah, and I know he's smart, and I know he knows what he's doing, but I think he could be barking up the wrong tree when he start just talking about commentary of the people over here, and then just like everything else, he fall out with the people over here. Because it's one thing about it used to, it's not anymore. It's not anymore. So let me take that back. Let me swallow what I was about to say. I was about to say the beef sector gonna stick together, but that's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. The beef sector will turn on their very own. For the love of money is the root to all evil. And I think sometimes it's because content creators get so comfortable talking shit to each other and about each other and dragging and dogging each other. You know, I've always said this, and I'm going to stick to it, y'all. Maybe it's just for me. I never forget the way a person made me feel, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. And sometimes I will lay in wait until I have the opportunity to do whatever I need to do to them. I never forgot how you made me feel, especially if it was a bad feeling. And a lot of times when you up here, even though they play this fake shit, when you up here talking about people, kids, people dead, relatives, people, you know, you starting to dip into their finances, you trying to destroy, they'll come back with a vengeance. And some people lock in like a pit bull and don't let go. Okay? I don't support no one that doesn't support me, period. Carrie, that's something too. That's me too. I normally don't support people who don't support me. I'm one of those too. And I've said it. Hey, Carrie Ray, what's up, sugar? All I see when it comes to him is a messy Mel. I call him Messy Marvin too. Sir King, I used to call Messy Marvin number 1, and I named him Messy Marvin number 2. Remember, too, over here, these people will love you one day and the next day hate you. And I think because a lot of them play this game of you could drag and talk about me and you could do things to me, and I'm going to be right back under you, kissing and licking and kissing your ass because I need you. I've come to the realization that I really, truly stand alone. The only people that I need are the subs that support me. That's the truth. That's how I'm beginning to think. That I support who support me. My subs support me. I'm here for them, my subscribers. But I'm not kissing ass, licking tail, or doing nothing selling my soul for numbers. I never have and I never will. I don't do that shit in real life. You do something to me, it's to the dirt. I know. I've been like that. They be acting like their micro actions aren't noticed. Apparently, they want everyone to be stupid or weak. Yeah, that's true. Shakim, did you see how Resto tried to play me stupid regarding that Zaro comment? Oh, I didn't see that. But Resto is another one. Don't worry, because Resto is finding his way too, and he'll eventually team up with Code and everybody else, and he'll do his thing. Oh no, I don't play those curse me out. Me either, baby. I've never been disrespected in real life. Queen Diva will tell you I have fought women at a grown age, kicked their arses for disrespecting me because I don't play that because I give a lot of people respect. You know, so I don't play these games with them. I'll just, always remain the little guy, and it's all right with me. I respect. Now I'm gonna jump into Diddy and Tyler P. Okay, but y'all make sure Miss Dovey is starting a new channel or has started a new channel, and I saw her over on Pizarro's, and she's trying to get subs. You guys, if you like Miss Dovey, or even if you don't, honey, go over there and subscribe to her. Get her to 1,000, and it is what it is. If you don't go over there, I can't make y'all stay. I'm just asking y'all For the 74 people, if you're not subscribed to Miss Dovey, Miss Dovey is trying it again on a new page. She said she did it by herself. She gonna have some contests and other stuff, but Miss Dovey is looking for new subscribers. Okay, and a lot of these women are very thirsty for male attention. No, a lot of people, Jazz, are just thirsty for attention, period. They'll get up on your platform, tell all their business, their family business. They'll, oh God, I don't even want to talk about that shit. I'm just telling you, some people just have to belong, and that's human nature for us to want people to like us, to love us. You know, we want to be a part. But this shit here on this social media is, oh, it's beyond belief what people will do just to get seen and to seek attention. It is just crazy. Shakib, that's what I be talking about. These people be wondering why I get at them the way I do. Yeah, you could get feisty too. I wouldn't sub to Dovey if she was the oh, okay, Indigo. I'm just helping Dovey along the way. That's all. Carrie facts, absolutely. Very Carrie. Sorry, I deleted you. Hi to Berber. Oh, okay. Sincere side, yeah, Beasley knows not to F with me like that anymore. Oh, I didn't even know he was still around. Maybe I don't visit platforms that he's on because I know he was frequenting over here. But like I said, it's not really much happening in the beef sector. Is really not. Like I said, I visited Barry Carey and they had a good thing going on. I learned some stuff about the mommy sector from viewing Miss Toby. I don't know about the mommy sector, but that's where they at, and they got some stuff going on over there, you know, and that's what they were talking about yesterday. I took a 3-month break from the sector earlier this year. I think I'm going to go on another one. The sector is just not the same, and I'm getting bored. Yeah, I could be behind. Okay, now I'm gonna move over, y'all, to Tyler Perry and the Diddler. Now I haven't been following Diddy, but this is what I want to say. You know, in most cases, when you all doubt that perhaps Tyler P did whatever he did, and we listening to the text and we listening to commentary on it and stuff like that. Now listen, birds of a feather normally flock together, but that's not always true. That's not always true. Because I think I told y'all that I used to hang with this girl and I had no knowledge of what she was doing, but people assumed that I did what she did, and I never done what she did. But I couldn't see what she was doing because she didn't do it around me. But I had this incident one time, and the lady said, "Oh, I thought you did too, because you hang with so and so." And I said, "Oh no, baby, you thought wrong. I don't fuck around. Period. Not me. Never have, never will." And then she apologized. But a lot of times when you see those people in those circles like that, and they partying like that, and people around, with the spirits and everybody feeling good, they do get involved in stuff like that. And you should always feel comfortable with your sexuality, whatever sexuality you choose to be. And I do believe, because some of these people ran in that circle, they did the same thing. We can't put people on pedestals. Now, do I believe that TP did what this gentleman said? I could believe some of it was true, but some of it was embellished as well, I believe. Now, they say he had flirty text messages to him and trying to bait him. However, I do believe, because I remember the Christian Keys story, and I know y'all remember that. So it's not too far-fetched that TP didn't make a pass. And if that's what he liked, then that's what he liked. More power to him. But it seems like as soon as Black folks, follow this, elevate to a certain level, there's someone there pulling them down. You only could do so much secretive shit and run in the same circles and do the same thing of the people that you running in circles, and you say you don't do them. That's almost crazy. They live that lifestyle. That's part of Hollywood, right? That's part of the industry. You know, so do I believe that Christian Key's statements, some of them was true? Absolutely. And now I believe because he may have got paid, I'm not sure, allegedly, he got some money from that exposure of TP. I believe this guy felt comfortable, just like when Cassie kicked the door open. All those other people came behind Cassie. And I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe that the same thing may happen to TP. I do. I believe the same thing will happen to him. He's a powerful black man. But don't we ever forget, no matter how powerful we become, we still live in a white world. Okay? Y'all take that nugget. No matter how powerful they allow us to become, we still live in the white world. The billionaire club don't really include us. Okay? And so it may just be his turn. See, just like the diddler kept paying people, you can't pay everybody off, or eventually they're gonna expose you. And I think that this will open the door for people to come after TP. But it's some of the very few people that we think, hey, Treasure, they opened the door. Cassie kicked that damn door open, and it was thousands more, not thousands, y'all know I mean. And look where he's at. See, TP is powerful, but he ain't powerful than the real people who holds the keys to his future. And when they get tired of you buying up a bunch of shit, getting your people on, you know, giving your people who they don't think about no more, that they really don't want to think about, that they don't really want in the industry, but you giving them an opportunity, they gonna stop you. And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's happening to TP. I think this is just the beginning. I think this is just the beginning for him. Now, do I hope not? I hope not. But do I think so? Yes, because you know what? We all, when you run in that circle, you are a part of that circle. Because I could never. Now, my thing with this dude, though, this little dude, is you said one time you went to his house. See, this is the bullshit that I see with this story too. But it's gonna fly. He either gonna pay this dude off to shut him up like he did Christian Keys, or we gonna get more, right? Now, if I came to your house and I was so uncomfortable with you trying to seduce me, I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't give a damn about a role. If I knew I was that good of an actor, I would bypass you. So my thing is, you felt uncomfortable one time, two times, and three times. Or did you purposely go there to set him up? That's my question. Because I believe something happened. You too? Yeah, you too, mother? I believe something happened. So my thing is, you wasn't too uncomfortable because you kept visiting. So, and I don't think it was all about worrying about a role. It could have been you just needed to get what you needed to get to set him up so you could get a big bag. See, you looking for a big bag too. Even though he gave you a break, you wasn't appreciative about the break. You didn't care about that. You know he got money. You know he got money. And I think you down for the money. That's what I think. I think you wasn't uncomfortable. I think perhaps y'all could have done something. And maybe that will come out in the wash. And sometimes when you go and you get comfortable and you do something you might regret, you feel a certain kind of way. Did you really do something now that you regret because you didn't get what you thought you should have gotten out the deal? So you decided that you was going to go this route and expose him and sue him for 260 million? Do you honestly think that he's going to pay 260 million no matter what he go through? you won't get 260 million. But I do believe that I do believe that TP is guilty of some of it. I do believe that. We gotta stop pretending like putting people on pedestals and believing that they don't do the shit that people say they do. People with money become so powerful, again, so powerful, they think they can control you. And that's a lot of, is a control. They become control feet. Oh, did the sound go out? Did the sound go out? Can y'all hear me? I think what happens is these people with money have power, just like the people on top of them have power. See, Diddler would have been cool. Diddler would have been cool, but Diddler started getting cocky and arrogant. Yes, just like some of the content creators. The sound is out. Okay. He started getting cocky and arrogant. And he started thinking that his money would control every move he made. He got so comfortable that he decided that he would just talk shit to people, treat them any kind of way, dispose of them, start ripping people off, start pooping on people, start talking to the very higher ups who help him gain his power. He started talking shit to them. And what did they do? Hey, Cassie. Hey, Cassie. We got that video. We got that video, what he did to you. We're going to need you to do this for us. I just need you to kick the door open. Everybody else is going to rush through. I need you to kick the door open because we got so much shit on them. We holding that once you kick the door in, we got other people who's going to walk through it. And we definitely going to get him off his high horse. He's going to fall from grace. We going to let him know that you will always be a nickel to us. I'm just saying. You will always be a nickel to us. Okay, baby. You will always be a nickel to us. And now it's time for us to put you in your place. Right? And when you hear somebody continuously name drop, that's when they start chipping away at them. They starting to chip away at them because they keep dropping their names, and then they start, it's the dog whistles. It's the dog whistles. They start putting them dog whistles out there, and people start acquiescing to all the dog whistles. And that's where we at now with TP. I think they're going to make, hopefully, whoever he done pissed off, he have to go back and lick him up or kiss him up or do whatever he got to do. But I believe they gunning for him. And the same with my boy from Brooklyn. They dropping his name too much. They all ran in the same circles. So whatever videos, you could take this to the bank, whatever videos, they got all those freak offs, and nothing wrong with them doing the freak offs. I don't think that's what it's about. Their preference and things they like to do. I believe it's the other stuff. But whatever they like to do when it comes to them, they grown adults. But your money only has power. Oh, Jesus. I'm about to get off here. Your money only holds so much power until the very people who helped you get your wealth get tired of you. Right? So with that, I'm going to drop this link. It's been an hour and 13 minutes almost. I'm going to drop the link if you want to come up and you want to talk about anything I spoke about. Again, this is my perspective. Everyone has their own perspective. I do believe that, TP, something is going on. I don't know how this will end. But again, Kristen Keys, I believe, opened the door for other people who have been probably mistreated, controlled by money or power. I think he opened the door for them to walk in just like Cassie did. Okay? So Let me see if I could do this. Drop this link. See, wait, I don't even know how to drop the link. Oh, there it is. Yep. So, and right, the guy kept going back. That's why I believe he was setting them up. I honestly don't believe what's happening with TP has anything to do with the people that hold the actual power in Hollywood. Oh, I do. I know. Thank you, Muffy. I wonder how they're going to deal with Jay because he came in the game already rich. I don't know. You know, here's the difference between that. I'm glad you said this because there is a difference between rich and wealthy. Okay. With that being said, wealthy people will never go broke. Never. The wealth starts from generations down. They hold the key to everything. They're invested in everything. Every company. That's why when people say, "Oh, I ain't gonna buy Nikes no more," I ain't gonna buy Nikes no more. We boycott Nikes. The same people who own Nikes own 1,000 other products you buy, 1,000 other chain stores. So being wealthy and rich are two different things, Carrie. They could break Jay, whether he came in the game rich, they could break him because he's rich. He's not wealthy. Wealth never dies. Being rich can die. That's just my thought. Wealthy and being rich are two different things. There's a lot of rich people that go broke, darling. A lot of them. Wealthy people never go broke. That's just the truth. Okay. So I don't know if he's still working. He may not need to work. I know I will watch him on Instagram from time to time. And so I don't know if he's working or he's living off of that payment. Because I do believe it. I do believe they be paying people. But then, look, just like what's his name? R. Kelly. He had when I say thousands, I'm exaggerating, but he had hundreds of suits that he had paid people to keep quiet. Eventually, it will come out because again, when you go against the powers to be, when you go against them, they will surely, surely, surely break you. They will surely break you. And you're not wealthy, you're just rich. That's all. Jay came in the game with drug money, but wealthy he is not. Nope. And that's something. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna drop this link for if y'all want to come up here, come up here. If not, I've been on an hour and 30 minutes. I would like everyone who's still here, if you haven't hit the like, to please hit the like. Thank you for those who helped me make my goal. I was one away, but I definitely appreciate you, LaKendra. Shakim, thanks for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate Leroy Yarino. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate each and every one of y'all because when I come live, to be honest, I'm getting to the place where I feel as though, well, I'm probably going to only have about 10, 15 people, but y'all showed up and showed out with your engagement. I thoroughly, thoroughly appreciate that. Sincere, you going live? I don't know if Kristen Key's still working. I don't know that. I don't know that, baby. So Unfiltered Muffy, I thank you for your share. I thank you to those who share me out. I will be trying to get to do a casino live shortly. LaKendra, I started to come in here and tell some people, what was going on, but you are right. I'll just hold it. With that being said, before I go out, let me tell you something. Don't allow YouTube to take over your real life. No way in hell. And I don't deal with Brian. I don't really watch him. I don't think he watched me. But I happened to go over there and look at a piece of his video. I would hope your life and your health was more important to you than YouTube. That's what I mean. Some people are so caught up into YouTube that they have made it their lives. And there's no way in the world I would be in a hospital bed and in ICU talking to people on YouTube, going back and forth with people on YouTube, even getting upset. This YouTube is not worth it. These very same people will be here when you come out of the hospital, son. I mean, I don't want to call you son. Let me, Brian, take care of yourself. Don't worry about these people because if you passed away today or tomorrow, they may say something about you on a couple of channels, and that would be it. Okay? And go outside, enjoy the weather, get some vitamin D, physical, psychological fight. Yeah, in your thoughts and prayer. Yes, Kimberly, we will. And like I said, I don't think that Brian has ever visited over here, but I pray for your healing. But don't worry about these people on YouTube. A lot of people are here just for a show. They don't really care about you. They just care about you being part of their show so they can make their money. You need to log off and let these people be. Is enough entertainment that you can sit up in the clouds and enjoy it without responding to negativity. That alone will continue to deteriorate your body or will exacerbate whatever's going on with you health wise, stress, trying to answer these people. Take care of yourself, Brian. Right, get y'all tails outside. Yeah, it's nice out. Well, I appreciate y'all so much. Carrie Ray, Kimberly Black, Queen Diva, everybody. Saida, you hung out with me today. Very Carrie hung out. The Unfiltered Muffy, thank you for sharing. Jazz, it was so good to see you, Jazz A. Jazz. It was good to see everybody. I appreciate all of y'all for engaging. Kimberly Black, my queen, and Queen Diva. I appreciate y'all so much for coming in here and working. You could be anywhere else, but y'all decide to come over here and help. Mz.Teavalocity. Indigo, it was so nice to see you today. Treasure Lane, you as well. I think you've been in the cut too. You haven't been around. Bird, let's see. Yeah. All right. Duchess, my bootleg. Oh, here's Queen Diva. She will come out. She will come up at the last minute. Just hold tight, y'all. Queen Diva. Hello, Queen Diva.
It's me. I was just gonna say it's so nice hearing your voice. I'm
Thank
so glad you came live. It was a great
girl.
live for me.
Thank you, sis. You hear my voice damn about 10 times a day.
Not live. Not
Not
I
live.
haven't
I
heard
know
you
what
on
you said.
YouTube. It's a little different.
I know,
Stop
baby.
it. Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah, you my
It
ride or
was
die.
nice. It was nice.
It is TP's that he's even in this situation when all he ever had to do was live in his truth. Yeah, Jazz A,
Mhm.
live in his truth. I don't know why. Regina, thank you, baby. Tay Bay, thank you. I don't know why people just, hey, Dovey, I just told people to stop by. I heard you on Pizarro's and stop by and give you a subscribe to your new channel. I don't know what it was. Oh, dang. Sorry, Queen Diva. Oh, I used to love Buffy from Family. Oh, me too. Who talking about Buffy? Yeah, they could have aged out of the beef sector. You know what, you guys? It takes a lot for me to come look over here. For real, I'm in every other area, from people restoring their homes to DIYs to casino. I've been watching Netflix. I watched Designated Survivor. That was good. Then I start watching Straw. You guys, please don't start throwing daggers at me. I could not get into Straw. Maybe I just didn't give it a good go, but I couldn't get into it. I don't know. And I like Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson, she's a hell of an actress. I just couldn't get into it. You welcome, Dovey, no problem. That was your banner, Mz.Teavalocity. Yeah, it was. Oh, my banner. Oh, was that Jody Buff from Buffy and Jody? No, that wasn't her. That was from No. No, that's the little girl from that Family Affair. That was oh shoot. It was a story of a lovely lady, the Brady Bunch. It was from the Brady Bunch. That's the girl from the Brady Bunch. Um, but I just want to say, Tebe, I purposely didn't watch it. I just couldn't get into it, y'all. And I like Taraji. I just don't think that I could get into it. No, I couldn't. So maybe they told me to watch forever, but then I started watching something last night. I've been really Netflix, you know, and then I watched this lady who built a house. She bought the house for $1. Y'all should see that damn house. She got 1 million and some views. That's what I'm talking about. Those are real views. That's money. That's money. She something like 5 million views on that video last year. You know, but she bought $1 house and she restored it, and it is beautiful. On the outside, she restored the inside, the outside. She had this big yard, all she bought it for $1. So I've been watching stuff like that. You know, just different things. I can't do those down bad black women. Yes. And all his movies, if you notice, that's strange too, is about black women struggling. And I do know that black women do struggle. It's a lot of black women that struggle, but it's a lot of black successful women too. And we don't get enough light shed on that. It's not all struggling black women, single moms, living from paycheck to paycheck, getting food stamps, working at, superstores and shit. Nah, there's a lot of black successful women, and we need to see that more. We really do. And I noticed that's all he really do is those type of stories. Yep. Yep, exactly, Carrie. That's not a lot of our stories. And so perhaps he could, try to tap into the successful black women and how they went from rags to riches or what they doing. Did you talk about Brian? I did. I said I felt, only a little bit. Why? Is he doing a movie about why? Is he doing Lord, is somebody talking about? No, I didn't talk bad about him. I just told him to get off here and take care of his health. Oh, that's another good one. Tape out. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I didn't talk bad about him. Why you asking me that, Carrie? Barry Carrie. I didn't talk bad about him. I just said divorced sisters are all bosses, but personal lives are all in the sham. What? Okay, I gotta watch that one. I gotta watch that. Did you do a review on it? Did you watch it and do a review on it? Because I need okay, no. I want to know, yeah, because there's a lot of successful black women out there. And I just can't for the life of me figure out yet, and I probably go to my grave, can't figure out why I'm up to episode 3. Okay, I'll start on that, and then probably we could talk about it. But I know you could do good reviews. Mm-hmm. When you do your reviews. So I can't for the life of me figure out why there are so many successful single black women. And I don't believe is all by choice. And some of it could be by choice. Okay. Had to glow up right. I did speak about Brian. It's deep. Okay, I'll watch that next. Yeah, because I've been kind of out of YouTube over here, and that's Netflix. That's Netflix. Mother, is that Netflix? I think I saw the synopsis on that, or I saw a picture pop up. Yeah, I think it is on Netflix. I thought I saw a picture pop up. No, the only thing I said, BET Plus. Okay, I'm wrong. The only thing I said about Brian is I don't have no type of relationship with him. I don't watch him and I don't think he watched me. I just happened to see him come across my news feed, and I heard a little bit of chatter about it, and I watched, and I would recommend that he'll take, his health serious and stay off this YouTube. But some people are so addicted. We've seen several people in what they, you know, basically really declining in a debilitating, fashion on here. And I don't know the purpose of coming on here. Is this the only family they have? Is this virtual world family? I don't know. But anyway, another thing, when TP is going to start telling stories about black men struggling, being as though he's a black man himself. Oh Lord Jesus. You cancel bet? Reason. Oh no, the first episode was free the night of the BT Awards. Oh, okay. So you like it. I'm gonna have to watch that. I got all those channels. Ain't that something, we pay for all those channels? I think that's the craziest things. I wish they would let me select channels that I want to watch. We pay for all those damn channels and don't watch half of them. I got them all. Yeah, Dovey, you could come up, sure. And then I'm gonna get out here, but sure, you could come up here, Dovey. I was, you know what? We all like a little mess. And at one point, this sector was really popping with mess and stuff like that. And I enjoyed coming over here. But I really, really think that the beef sector, some people have sold the beef sector out. I dropped the link. I'm happy it's not appealing like it used to be. Over $300 a month. Yeah, me too. That shit crazy. And you don't watch all those channels, do you? See, but they know what to do too. It's ridiculous. And they know that shit, like, you can't just have the internet because it's so high. You might as well buy the bundle. And how many people use their home phone? I don't even know my home phone number, but I got one. But you ask me what my home phone number is, I don't know. And I don't watch all those channels either. But they know what they're doing to make money, because I wish I could select. They would give us the opportunity to select at least 20 channels, and you select 20 of your best channels, right? And pay for those. But that's some bullshiggity. I did drop it. Wait. Yeah, that's my. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's my link. Yeah, Diva don't have it. Listen, y'all could say what y'all. Resto, good morning. Now, where did you come from, Resto? Hello, Resto. Thanks for joining me. I just said you and Cole gonna take over the morning show. I mean, y'all show, and y'all gonna be a pair, a duel. Uh-huh. I see y'all working over there. I never seen you over here, but welcome over here, Resto Chesto. Okay. I canceled cable when I came to the beef sector. Yes. Another thing too. I ain't lying, y'all. I had one time canceled cable, and Diva tell you, I put me a damn antenna up, and I just watched those channels because I had been watching YouTube on my phone. I saved so much damn money. I don't even think cable is worth it, you guys, anymore. But now I think a couple of us are gravitating back to watching television. Like I said, I really did Netflix and chill. My husband and I watch every night. We watch Designated Survivor every night. Yeah, yep, exactly. He does have a channel. I just don't think he does commentary about over here in the sectors. I think he does his own thing over there. But Resto has a channel. Yeah. I need, let me see. What you say, Jazzy? Facts. I need to cancel my damn cable because I only watch. Yep. That's crazy. Only thing I watch daily is Beyond the Gates. Oh, I haven't never watched that. So that comes on every day. Beyond the Gates, is that like a series, a TV show, or a cable show? I don't know. Oh, and I did want to say this, and I know Armand ain't over here, but Armand is doing his thing. When I saw him on Nancy Grace and Ashley Banfield, I was like, what the hell? Armand. I was like, whoa. And that's CBS at 2 p.m. Oh, see, I don't even watch real TV. Oh, it's a soap opera. Oh, okay, a soap opera. Oh, I was so proud of Armand too, because I know what Armand went through. Some of what he know. I don't know everything, but I was so glad to see him. I said, "Look at Armand on with Ashley Benfield and Nancy Grace." So he took a chance on himself. I agree. Yep. So good for Armand. Shout out to him. You know, I'm gonna have to get back over there and start watching him. I'm surprised Lovely T wasn't really in the midst of a lot of it, and maybe she is. I haven't been following the Diddy trial. He was on TMZ. TMZ. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, so Armand is doing his thing. That will get him out there too. That will get him out there. I'm gonna let Dovey up for a couple of minutes before I run. Dovey?
Wait a minute.
I see you, Dovey. Hi. I see you, Dove. Oh, Resto Chesto, they
Wait,
dropping
I
his
got to
link.
go out and come back in. I'm being echoed.
No, I can hear you. Dovey, we can hear you. He is blowing up. You know what, mother? I heard, damn. You know what? I heard the King of Reeds long time ago. You know, for some reason, I watched it was called Where Are the Queer YouTubers Now? Something like that. I don't know if you saw it, but it was a little special on YouTube. Where are the queer #1 YouTubers at now? And King, I saw King of the Reeds on that from years ago, and he was going after this guy, and I forgot the guy, but this other guy, him and this other guy was battling out, you know. But I was like, wow, and that was from years ago. I seen it was so good. Okay, you saw that too? Okay. I didn't Tisa, I've been watching Tisa. I used to watch Tisa Tells anyway, because Tisa Tells get some good, she gets some good information. Now she's another one. Now I'm not gonna say any of these commentators are factual, you know, but she's another one that I follow, and she be dropping some gems, and her shit be on point. Now, when she said that about that dude in the Diddler case, who was a male sex worker for him, and also he was trying to tell us about how they was allegedly bringing the cocaine over here, liquidated in the Cirocs, you know, and that's why, you know, the Diddler was heavy. Now this allegedly, right? She was saying that the guy, she didn't know what had happened to him, that she believed he had passed away. But hey, like with Jamila, it wasn't, he didn't pass away. They had him in hiding because I believe he testified at Diddy's case already. I'm still on the Justin J from time to time. See, I don't watch Justin J, but I don't watch him. Oh, hey, Jamila, how are you, sugar? Thanks for stopping down. Here go Dovey again.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me see, could I get it now? Hi. Is somebody
Hey,
here?
Dovey, we hear you fine. We hear you nice and clear.
I'm not saying, oh, hey. Oh, boy. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss T, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi, Queen Diva. Hi, everybody. Yeah, my channel is still on Dolby Milton 3. I took
Okay.
down 2. So a lot
Okay.
of people don't know where I'm at. So I'm on Dolby Milton 3.
Okay.
This is what I want to say. Hey, Jamila, this is what I want to say about Tyler Perry. I've been filled out with him maybe like about 15 years now. Not only that all his movies is about black women, what a hard time we have. Not hell.
Yeah.
I ain't never had that hard time, and I never seen my mama have it either.
Oh
And
yeah.
then why he don't make no movie about talking directly about his life, how he was molested, and then was his
Oh.
mama, how his mama could have come and saved him, and maybe caught somebody in the bed messing around with him. Now that's what we dealing with facts of life right here.
Oh,
None
I
of it
didn't.
into being, and then the last time really I watched this movie when that he did the one with the one that the sister was getting beat up by the married man, and then
Oh,
come to find out that the sister got married and supposed to be the other sister. That was a bunch of bull crap. It's no like this
oh,
like it's no such thing.
oh. See, I don't know, but you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah. It was a long time, maybe about 20 years ago. He did it with everything. Everybody looked just alike.
Yeah, to
Only
him,
body
yeah.
just made about two dark people in there. Himself and that little short, little fat little lady. Everybody else
Mm.
is high yellow, got and brown. The whole
Oh,
stuff of his plays, he was making them too fast. And then a
mm,
lot of things that he had made, one of his movies, they act like they were drinking soda or something in the glass. It wasn't nothing
mm.
in the glass. One scene he put like they call themselves eating food. It wasn't nothing in the plate.
Oh, so you
No,
don't peep
yeah,
the
he
face.
did.
Oh, okay. Dovey
Just
said
how
she.
he rushed and did it. Yeah, they supposed to be. Then one couple was at the bar, toast a drink. It was nothing in the glass.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, Dovey, I'm trying to remove that name. I can't. I can't.
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me take my name down.
No,
Right
that's
here.
me. I
Oh,
wanted to think so I could see your face, but it goes away sometime, but then sometime it don't.
that's
I
my
don't know, but
place.
that's Dovey. But yeah, there you go, Dovey. You
Yeah,
pull it.
that's me. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
so with his plays, I think so. At first, at the beginning, stay with the plays because the movie
Mhm.
is a damn lie.
Oh, see, I don't even watch
Yeah,
too
the
much of
movie
that.
and thing what he done, and then everybody is in this here Atlanta thing in these old big old houses. We don't have the whole world ain't made like that. Won't you tell the damn truth about Atlanta? All y'all are in bankruptcy.
Oh
Tell them
wow.
about that. They took them damn people car, them housewives, and them people looking for their cars.
Well, Kim
Tell some truth
Zodiac.
stuff.
Yeah, they just went in and ran up on Kim Zodiac and made her and Corey live. Sometimes
Yeah,
people live
yeah,
above,
all
but
of
you know
them that
what?
tell that.
But you know what, Dovey? That's just some people live above their means. They live that fancy lifestyle. And when the money stops, they can't maintain it. So they need to just be careful on their spending. But Dovey, so shout your channel out because I gotta get ready to
Thank
go
you,
shout.
Joey Milton 3. Thank you, God. Thank you, Miss T.
You
Thank
welcome, darling.
you.
I'll
Y'all
be over
call me.
there.
I am covering the Diddy trial, and I have
Oh, are you?
5 other trials that I am covering.
Oh,
Okay.
so you done went to criminal?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Oh,
why
you
they
don't
can't
do no
find
more
me.
beef
That's why
with
a lot of them can't find me because I don't. You
the
had to go and
algorithm.
change around blog news, so a lot of my stuff coming up on the news channel. That's what I'm getting. I have to go and
Oh,
look for
sure.
everybody.
You getting big, Dovey.
No, I ain't getting big. I just got to move on. I don't want no more. I'm 58 years old last
Oh
month. I don't want to be bothered with
yeah,
them damn children. I can't do
yeah,
it. I cannot do it no
yeah,
more.
yeah. There's
Now, I'm not
definitely a
saying that
new
it's not
breed.
in me, but I just don't want to bring on something that I can walk away from.
Dave Dovey Diva said, "Where's Mr. James?" We
James came last Wednesday, but I've been sick with this cold first. James was
okay.
sick with it. And then I told him
Oh,
don't come around because my system is low. And
oh,
then
okay.
2 weeks ago, I washed my hair and I came up with a bad cold. He came last week, last Wednesday. So he said that he'll call me when I'm feeling better for me and him to go back live again. But that's what it
Yeah,
was.
he was a hoot. Y'all was a hoot, Dovey.
Yeah,
Y'all was really,
yeah.
baby.
So
I
that
laughed
basically
so.
what happened. That we just having health issues.
Uh,
He up in age, and I am too.
okay, well, y'all take care of yourself, baby. I gotta
Okay,
get
thank you,
ready to get off here
everybody.
and take care of my loved one. But
Okay,
thank you
thank you.
so
Bye.
much. No problem, Dovey. So again, Dovey's on Dovey Milton 3. She took away Dovey Milton 2. So if you guys want to go over there and get Dovey to 1,000, I think that she said she's somehow working on her monetization. So again, there's nothing wrong with us uplifting each other, helping each other out. I could send you over there, but she has to hold a crowd. I appreciate you, Bougie Auntie. Glad to see you, sugar. Now, I'm going to try and do a casino live next week. And I will take the members. And the members, child, I'm curious to know how exactly she. Shut up, Jazz. Stop it. But anywho, she go over there and support her and see how she reporting on this. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but I found the channel, so I'll see how she's supporting on it. Jazz A. Jazz A, you've been around a long time. It's good to see you, darling. You've been supporting me for a while. So with that being said, I appreciate you all. I wish all of you well. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's really hot outside. If you can't take this heat, and it was 100 degrees today, imagine what hell feels like. Try to do all you can humanly do to prevent from tasting a little bit of hell. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. I appreciate y'all joining me. I'm about to get out of here now. I enjoyed talking to y'all though. I really did. I miss you guys, and thank you for joining me.